I have to say, Maria, I laugh at the Democrats who are now all of a sudden so interested in the Epstein files.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
While Donald Trump desperately tries to get us to stop paying attention to the fact that he is a credibly accused rapist of children, his vice president just won't get out of his way, continuing to bring up the Epstein topic, the thing Donald Trump is trying to get away from. That's why he's invading the city using federal troops, announcing a crackdown using his new masked secret police force to invade the city. That's why. J.D. Vance over the weekend was on Fox News, and he made this statement trying to, rather than just stop talking about Epstein and hoping it goes away, they continue to talk about it, but he's trying to indict Democrats. He's trying to make a play for Republicans. This isn't a Republican problem. This is a Democrat problem. The problem is Donald Trump has dozens of photos hanging out with, partying with Jeffrey Epstein. It's real difficult to make this a Democrat thing, unless, of course, J.D. Vance is referring to the fact that Donald Trump used to be aligned with the Democratic Party, I guess. But watch this, and then we'll take a jaunt down memory lane. So long ago that really it's irrelevant, November of 2024. When J.D. Vance was singing a whole different tune about the Epstein files. First, though, here he is on Fox News over the weekend.
Full transparency, but I have to say, Maria, I laugh at the Democrats who are now all of a sudden so interested in the Epstein files. For 4 years, Joe Biden and the Democrats did absolutely nothing about this story. We know that Jeffrey Epstein had a lot of connections with left-wing politicians and left-wing billionaires, and now President Trump has demanded full transparency from this, and yet somehow the Democrats are attacking him and not the Biden administration, which did nothing for 4 years.
Was it the right move for Comer to send subpoenas to the Clintons?
It absolutely was, and it drives home how, while the Democrats have tried to make this Epstein thing about anything but, the fact that Democrat billionaires and Democrat political leaders went to Epstein Island all the time, who knows what they did, but it's totally reasonable to ask these questions. What you saw in the House's subpoena is they are trying to investigate all of the things related to this particular case. I know a lot of Americans want answers. I certainly want answers. And I think James Comer and the team of the House, they're doing the right thing. And of course, we know that Clinton, or allegedly he went to the island 26 times, 28 times. Totally appropriate for Comer to be asking what was going on at that island.
It is a thing to behold, watching this absolute rudderless, ideology-free, shameless, dignity-lacking individual, J.D. Vance, try to make this twist, try to bend himself and logic and reality itself into a pretzel to try to extricate Donald Trump from his crimes by labeling Democrats the problem. July 7th, 2024, the same J.D. Vance that you just watched was on with the dipshit comedian Theo Vaughn, a great campaign stop. It actually probably was because it worked. And here he is saying, no, we need to release the Epstein files. That's very important.
Yeah, I've got my head on a swivel, right? I'm always looking around corners. I'm always kind of worried that things that aren't exactly what they seem, but I think that's made me a little less comfortable, which is a good thing. Especially in the political life that I live these days. Yeah, it's good to have your head on a swivel.
Hey, now everybody's an alcoholic.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, everybody in politics has a vice that's much worse than alcoholism. Is the way that I put it. But we
release the list.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing. We can go down that rabbit hole, but
that is an important thing. Said the J.D. Vance before the J.D. Vance who said, no, it's not. Let's look the other way. Yeah. The other thing that's so striking about this is that not only do we have all of the photos, we have Donald Trump from New York Magazine in 2002. Here was the headline: Jeffrey Epstein, international money man of mystery. Terrific guy, Donald Trump booms from a speakerphone. He's a lot of fun to be with. And here is the paragraph that contains the quote you've likely heard, but just we'll give you the fuller context. Epstein likes to tell people that he's a loner, a man who's never touched alcohol or drugs, and one whose nightlife is far from energetic. And yet, if you talk to Donald Trump, a different Epstein emerges. Quote, "I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy," Trump booms from a speakerphone. "He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it, Jeffrey enjoys his social life." How does JD Vance square this Donald Trump against the Donald Trump that we know now? Spoiler alert, they're the same Donald Trump. Just like JD Vance is the same JD Vance from the Fox clip as he is in the Theo Vaughn clip. Same guy. Same dignity-free, shameless liar and grifter who's working in service to a predator, Donald Trump. Anyway, real tired of this. And let me tell you, the media is starting to let up. That's where you come in to share these videos, to share these stories, to share clips that you find on Blue Sky, or if you're still on the Nazi Twitter, share them there. Share them on social media. Inundate Facebook. Wherever you are, do not let this story die. The world needs to know more and more and more about this. And the other thing is, just release the files, JD Vance, Donald Trump, Trump's DOJ, Trump's FBI. If it all is just going to harm Democrats because all the Democrats are involved and no Republicans, then release them. Release the files. Until then, shut up. What do you think? I invite you to this conversation. We can have it in the comments below. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I love and appreciate you very much. I would love for you to consider supporting this work, helping me produce these videos on a daily basis. You can click the join button below this video on YouTube, become a channel member for $1.99 a month, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. Both those are great ways to help support and produce this work. I love and appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Don't be like JD Vance. Take care of one another.